For all these years, we've been trying to keep a balance between free and slave states, but we have now encountered a disagreement. Missouri is now eligible to become a slave state. The question is, do they want to be a free or a slave state? Well, the answer to that one is a slave state. As you know, this causes a problem. We currently have an equal amount of 11 free and 11 slave states. With Missouri wanting to become a slave state, we are heading towards a very big dispute. Therefore, I clearly have created a new amendment. I begin to think that what if we allowed them to become a slave state, but only under two conditions. The first, they must promise to never bring in any more slaves to the state of Missouri. And they must also agree that when a child of a slave turns to the age of 25, they become free, no strings attached.
Now, Mr. Talmadge, I haven't even been listening to you for a whole minute, and I'm completely disgusted with your idea. Do you not realize that half of these people do not even agree with slavery? Why do you feel a need to punish innocent people?
I have never once said I am for slavery. I have only come to realize that we must find a common ground, or nothing will be solved. With this amendment, we can at least eventually ease our way to becoming another free state.
But Mr. Talmadge, what you don't see is that in the Declaration of Independence, it clearly states that all men are created equal. It is not fair that we have been treating the slaves this way for this long. We need to do something to stop this, not help us out.
I realize that, miss. I completely agree with you. However, a bill like that would never get passed. The southern states would vote against it, and then this dispute will never be solved. Would that be any better?
Another point that we would like to make is that Article 4 of the Constitution, it talks about how a person in one state should have the same exact privileges as in another. Do you think that your case is helping that?
No, and I understand that as well. It is horrible the way that they have been treated for so long. It should have never happened, and it must end sooner rather than later. But we cannot just make it happen suddenly like the flip of a switch. If you were to end up doing that, then all of the slave states would be furious. Slave labor is very important to them, and it is vital to their economy.
There are obvious, strong reasons why we should not do this, along with a few of why we need to. Believe it or not, I am starting to understand where you're going with this, and why we need a compromise. I am not saying that I agree with it, because I don't, but I understand that it is the only way. So let's stop for just a moment and push a vote on this bill and hopefully end the dispute for good.
I agree. Let's see what they have to say.